1 year of conjugal bliss. Praise the Lord. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tarila. If you're new here, please subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Wait, I'm supposed to say this at the end. Cut! Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tarila and I film about lifestyle, family, and a lot of other fun stuff, okay? So welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, you might want to consider subscribing and joining my little growing YouTube family. I'm going to be sharing a couple of things, I think 5 things, or just a few things that I have learned and I'm still learning in my 1 year of marriage. So I've been legally married for a year now. We did our court wedding August 26th, 2021. I know some of you say, oh, legal is traditional wedding that they recognize in Nigeria. Yeah. The two people that know. For me, like the major weddings like that are supposed to be recognized are your legal wedding, your court wedding, and your traditional wedding. White wedding is borrowed man's culture. But anyways, so we've celebrated 1 year being legally married, and I just thought to come and share some of the lessons that I've learned, some of the lessons I'm still learning because I'm not an expert. Some people say, she has been married for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. She wants to come and give us advice. Please, I'm not advising anybody. I'm just talking about my own personal experiences and what my eyes have seen. So if this is something that you're interested in, please keep watching. So I had to make notes so that I don't forget any salient points. You know what I mean? All right. So the first lesson that I have learned is that you need to adjust your expectations and you need to compromise. I know this might sound like a cliche. In fact, everything I've written probably sounds like a cliche because we hear it a lot, right? In like relationship workshops, in church, from family, that you need to compromise, and it's not just in marriage, in friendships as well, even in your work relationships, you have to make compromises. Now, what do I mean by adjust expectations? Marriage is something that's between two people from different backgrounds, right? You've been used to things being done or going in a particular way based on like your experiences, based on your family background and everything. But then you're getting married to somebody who is also used to things being done a certain way, and that way is definitely different from yours. Even if you are not family, even if you are family, even siblings have different ways of doing things, right? So when you come together, you're supposed to adjust expectations. I personally feel like there shouldn't even be any expectations. Like you're coming into marriage, come in like with an open mind, come in fresh, like ready to set new expectations as a family. Okay, let me give an example. I'm the first daughter, but I'm the last born, right? So I'm not like the typical first daughter that does everything, that carries everything on her shoulders, that is like the mommy of the house, all these sweets that you see. If you see a first daughter today, squeeze dollars inside her hand. Yes, squeeze dollars inside my hand, but like I'm not carrying the burden that a typical Nigerian first daughter carries, right? All my life I've just had things done for me. I've lived the baby girl life, right? I would say that I was spoiled growing up, and I'm still kind of spoiled. You know what I mean? So like I've never had to. Do you understand? So, and then my husband, on the other hand, is the firstborn. And in Nigeria, there's that respect that comes with being the firstborn. Everybody else, like, or your younger siblings, the people around you, want to do things for you as well. So if my husband came in with that mentality, like, or that expectation that, yeah, I'm the firstborn, I'm the head of the home, Shekinika, my wife must do this and this and that. And if I had entered with the expectation that, I'm the last born, all my life things have been done for me, my husband must do this, we will have a lot of clashes, would have had a lot of clashes. Okay, so let me give an example. Personally, I don't like to cook. I won't call myself a typical wife material because as far as Nigerians are concerned, a wife material is somebody that cooks and cleans. I won't just wake up in the morning and be like, what will my family eat today? It doesn't come naturally to me because growing up, it was more of, what do you want to eat? Not, stand up, first daughter, come and cook for the whole house. Do you understand? So going into marriage, I've had to adjust that. I just make like a mind shift, sort of. I'm still not cooking every day. In fact, I'm not cooking every week, but I'm also not going to let my husband starve. Do you understand? If it means me getting somebody to come and cook, if it means me saying, you know what, let's go and buy food or let's order food, do you understand? But I'm stepping up to that responsibility as far there's somebody else here that is hungry. Do you understand? So I have to consider him as well. So I'm not just going to be like, I beg you, growing up my whole life, they were asking me what I wanted to eat. I did not have to stress. Don't come and stress me, you know. So that's an expectation, and that's an expectation that I adjusted. That's a compromise because left to me, I'm not going to cook anything. Like everybody should fend for themselves. But compromising in that sense is thinking, okay, I don't like to cook, but we have to eat. And you know, if you're thinking about love in the Bible, love is sacrifice, love is service. So if I'm thinking, oh, what am I going to eat today? I'm not going to say, let me just think about myself alone. I have to think of my husband as well. You understand? So that is where compromise comes in. Now, another example, I'm very polite. I say please, I say thank you. When people don't say please and thank you and excuse me, like these polite words, and people don't use it, I find it very strange. Like, why? What will it cost you? You know, my husband on the other hand isn't, I won't say he's not polite, but like he doesn't really use those words, or he didn't really used to use those words, you know. And then one time I asked him, like, how do you say please? Like, how do you say thank you? Like, what's the issue? We had that conversation. What I realized is because he's the firstborn, he didn't really have to use those words, please, thank you. Like, just do this for me. I'm your senior. Do you understand? But like coming into marriage, he had to drop that mentality because you are meeting somebody who is from like a different background, you know, who likes to hear please, who likes you to say thank you, you know what I mean? So he had to adjust that expectation of not having to say please or thank you. You know, like I said, we're still learning, we're still working on it because sometimes you forget. You forget and say, I should help you bring something. And I'll look at him and he'll be like, please. So yeah, because something has been done or because you've been doing something a certain way all your life doesn't mean you should continue to do that. Okay, marriage is like I'll say it's like a blank slate, right? You're starting afresh. And so there are opportunities that you should take to grow and fit into your new reality. It's a new reality. So don't bring things that you are used to. It's difficult, yeah. But don't bring things, try not to bring things that you've been used to before, that you've been doing before into your marriage. You need to set like new rules. You need to grow and change to fit your new reality. Clashes will be very, very minimal. Very, very minimal. Because if you come in stubborn, like, no, these I've been doing it, why would I say this to you? Fights will start, you know. So yeah, my second point here is you need to communicate. Listen, talk, then do. So communication is not just I must tell him my mind, I must tell her my mind, I must remove, if I must confront this person. Communication is not just confronting and talking and talking and talking. You've got to listen. You will talk your own, but also listen. It can be difficult because like most times you want to get the final word. Most times you want to let them know that no, this what they did that is wrong. But you've got to listen to them as well. Hear their own side and then tell them your own side and then do. Most times we just communicate as far, oh, this is what you did, I don't like it. Yeah, 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 yeah. Then sometimes we're not listening to the other person's part, like, oh, this is what you two did. Oh, yeah, sorry, you too sorry. And that's it. But you need to also act on it. Okay, this person has complained that they don't like that you do this or that. You have complained that you don't like when they say this, that. Okay, what's the action plan? You know, what are you going to do? How are you going to address what they have complained about? So it's not just about talking and listening. You need to act on it as well. So my next point here is be intentional. Yeah, so my husband and I are like, we are very close. Obviously, okay, well, we are friends. We've been friends for over a decade. Over a decade. Very good friends before we got married, before we started dating. Very, very good friends. And we're still very good friends now. And sometimes it's easy to get very comfortable or like too comfortable as far he's my guy now, that you're not intentional about the things that keep the sparks. that keep the sparks flying in your marriage. And that can make you to relax. And when you relax, see finish can come inside. You might not be doing the things that your partner wants. Your partner might not be doing the things that you want. So you've got to be intentional about every single thing. You're intentional about keeping the friendship alive. Do you guys gist a lot? Do you guys go on walks and just hold hands? Keeping the intimacy alive as well. As with everything in life, you've got to be intentional. If you want to stay fit, you've got to intentionally choose what you eat. Okay, you want to get a promotion, you have to be intentional about the courses that you take, the things that you do at work. And so with marriage, you want to remain friends, you've got to be intentional about going on dates, doing things together, just talking, putting the phones away, just talking, doing TikToks together, dancing, playing games together. You want to keep being intimate with one another. You need to be intentional about doing that, because it's really easy to just relax, especially when you guys are friends. That's why my guy. People will just be in their house 1 week, 2 weeks, that's it. It just gets boring. And then you're like, oh, there are no sparks anymore. Why are there no sparks? I'm not sparking it now. You're not igniting the flame. You need to ignite it. You've got to be intentional, okay? This brings me to my next point. No one will give 100% all the time. And that is why you have got to be intentional. That's why marriage is a partnership, okay? Just because you married a very generous guy, a very nice guy, a very loving guy, doesn't mean he'll be loving all the time. Doesn't mean he'll be generous. Life happens and people get tired, people get weary, and that is where you as a partner, you need to step up, okay, and fill in the gap. So if your partner is giving 5% this month, it's fine. Don't complain, don't nag. You know that this person gives 100 most times, right? So if in particular month they are giving 5%, it's fine. You know that they are not usually like this. So why are they like this time around? You step in, pull them up, help them get back to where they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Spiritually, physically, mentally. For example, your husband is the one always laying the bed. Every day he lays the bed. Every day he lays the bed. Then a particular week he doesn't lay the bed. He's probably stressed from work. He probably has like family issues hanging on his head, and he's stressed out. What do you do as a wife? You come and be nagging, Anna, wow, this bed I have been laying. But you have been laying this bed since. Why are you not laying it anymore? You late. You late because you know that usually he does that. You know what I mean? And it's not easy, honestly, because as human beings, we're not perfect. So when we see that somebody is always doing something, the day they don't do it, it's like, it becomes a problem. Like, why are you not doing this thing? Well, you've been doing it before, do you get? But like, I've learned, and I'm still learning, and I'll continue to learn, that marriage is a partnership. Not everybody will give their all, because we are human beings. Sometimes we are weak, sometimes we are tired. Okay, so when your partner cannot give 100 or doesn't give 100, that's not the time for you to nag. It's not the time for you to shout or complain. It's time for you to step in and stand in the gap for them. The next point is, I think this is number 5, Abby. Okay, you need to throw away your face. Throw away what? Your face. For your peace of mind, for the sake of peace in marriage, you just need to throw away your face. It's not everything that you talk about. It's not everything that you complain about. There are some things that you see that just leave it. Just leave it for your peace of mind. I'll give an example. When I'm cooking, I'm cleaning on the go. I'm washing plates on the go. Everything I'm using, I'm washing, putting it back where it's supposed to be, cleaning the counter. My husband, on the other hand, oh, Father Lord, have mercy. It's like a volcanic eruption in the kitchen when he's cooking. Oil spills here, pepper spill here, the knife on this side, chopping board on the microwave. Oh my goodness. Oh, at first I'll be like, just put it in the sink. When you finish, just clean. These days when it's cooking, I don't even enter the kitchen. Sometimes, like I said, because I'm still learning and I'm still growing. It's just been 1 year. We have 1,000 billion years, eternity together for him to be cooking and be scattering everywhere. But once in a while, I still try to talk to him like, when you finish, just put it in the sink. Even if you will not wash it, just put it in the sink. Just clean here. I just like when just clean after yourself like immediately. For him, on the other hand, he would rather finish cooking first, finish eating first, or relax. He might even sleep before he will now go and clean up. And I've just decided to choose my battles. Sometimes, not like immediately. It's not immediately. I'll say, why is this kitchen like this? Are you first to cook? No, I will just remove my face like I didn't see anything. He'll go and clean it sometimes. Sometimes I'll be the one to still wipe. Even when he has cleaned, there's still oil somewhere. I'll go and wipe everything. And another time, and I'll be like, you know that when you're cooking, sometimes this and this and this and this and that, you get. So that's just an example. Then other examples would be when your partner says something. Sometimes they say something that doesn't make sense. In your mind, they're like, what are you saying? But that's like one of the causes of petty fights. Just ignore. Just ignore. I know sometimes something is always pinching you, like, no, say it. No, say your mind. No, you must address it at all times. My pastor will say that there are two types of people. There are the peacekeepers, and there are the peacemakers. The peacekeepers are the ones that are like, let me not talk. We'll just keep quiet and go their way. Like, let me just keep the peace. The peacemakers are the ones that are like, no, we must settle this matter. Let's talk about it. We must talk about it now. Hey, can you come? It's not every time that you must talk about it. You can talk about it, but you can address it some other time, not at that very moment. I think another point has come in from here. You've got to understand like your personalities. Are you a peacekeeper or are you a peacemaker? If you're a peacekeeper, you're not really keeping the peace because you're just bottling things up. One day it will explode and it will be like, from where? You get? If you're a peacemaker, you need to calm down and strategize. Okay, we need to talk about this. We need to address this. How are we going to go about it? Because if you are saying, no, we must talk about this today and settle it now, and then your partner is like, please, I don't want stress. I don't want confrontation. Let's just forget about it. You'll keep clashing. So you've got to understand your personalities and just, walk around it. So that's about that. Okay, I have a bonus point here. The longer the fight lasts, the more reasons you pile up to justify your anger. Like, the more you fight, the more time that passes in between your fight, the more time you have to think about, oh, but he did this too, he did that too. Do you understand? So if people are fighting, 1 day has passed, 2 days have passed, 3 days, nobody wants to apologize. You now be thinking, that's how he even did this, that's how she even did that. You now be piling up more reasons to justify why you are keeping malice for 3 days when God has told you that you should forgive 70 times in a day. Honestly, this one is not easy. It's not easy at all. It's not easy at all because there are some fights that are just like, but guy, this is what you did. Clearly, this is what you did. Do you understand? And sometimes the way the Holy Spirit used to pinch somebody, the Holy Spirit used to just pinch you as far. What's your problem? Come on, go and settle this. Go and settle this. Now I'll be like, I know. That's how the other time he did this one. That's how he said chemical. Did you hear what he said? I will now add everything, pile everything up. And to be honest, when people now talk about it and you settle it, you now be thinking, okay, what was that all about? Do you get? So it's best to settle as quickly as possible. Malice is not good, we know that. But sometimes it just happens, like you're just angry, your partner is angry as well, and it's like, please just get out. Everybody should get out, everybody should leave me alone. But as much as possible, as much as you can, you need to settle quickly, because the devil hates marriage. The devil absolutely hates marriage. So once there's a fight, all those thoughts and all those reasons that you keep thinking of, that that's how you did this, yes, that's why I'm angry. It's the devil that is putting it in your head. He's piling it. So you continue holding on to your anger, you continue holding on, and you continue to keep malice, and there's a rift and there's a division, which is what the devil wants in the first place. So it's very, very important to settle as quickly as possible, so that you don't allow the devil to sow a seed of discord in your marriage. Amen. So yeah, guys, this brings us to the end of this video. These are just some things that I have learned so far in marriage, and I'm still learning. Of course, we're still growing, and yeah, we hope to be better. We hope to do better. So yeah, congratulate us, 1 year of conjugal bliss. Praise the Lord. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.